We here. We are here. I got some notes, man, today that we gonna go strictly off of that. Kind of an organized live. That's what we gonna be doing from now on is organized lives, man. Organized lives. Organized lives. What's good, family? What's good? What's good, man? I'm glad to see y'all here. We're gonna be clipping a lot of these, a lot of what I say today. It's gonna be epic, man. Every time we hear it's epic, right? Because we always say like it's more people that comes on the live after than what's really in the live, and that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I'm glad that y'all taking in the content, and that's what we do, man. Dave, what's good? What's good, man? You see where we at, man? Today we just gonna roll off with some stuff I already had wrote down. I got some notes that I wrote yesterday in my live yesterday on TikTok that I said I was gonna do today. So we just pre-planned everything out, man. I'm gonna wait until I get a couple more people in here. I should just go ahead and fire off, man. But we're gonna be here for a minute. How you doing today, bro? How everything going? I know you hyped. You know what I'm saying? You out here on the slab, as my guys say. You out here rocking and rolling, man. How you feeling, man? Congratulations too, bro. Congratulations again, man. I be smiling because I know the transition real, man. This shit is like real life. A lot of people, they they don't know, man. The feeling, the process. It's the process for me. That's what I'm gonna say. It's the process for me. Like just going from stage like ground zero to stage one, stage two, stage three, stage four, all the way up. And you're gonna keep progressively getting better, man. As a truck driver, as a overall person, you're gonna see that. That's why I be telling everybody like, yo, when you get in the trucking, man, go ahead and record the process because you're gonna see yourself getting better and better and better and better. Um, all is well, man. I'm waiting to get my flight ticket today or tomorrow or Sunday. I'll be headed out. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, you already know, man. Come on, man. Y'all, my guy, Hemi Life Dave, man. He here. He just got a CDL, man. It's for all my truck drivers, y'all. Y'all gotta welcome them into the game, man. And anybody who come on after the live or come here during the live, man, y'all go ahead and show love, man. It's for all my truckers. We got 22 people here already. Let's get started with it. I'm sure it'll go up and down, up and down. So I was on a live stream. See, I'm always a supporter of y'all, man. John D, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm always a supporter of y'all. How you doing too? Drop that in the chat, man. Drop that in the chat. Um, I'm always a supporter of truckers, us, because I know this is a lifestyle. I know it is, and I just want to see how I'm checking on your mental. So if I'm in your live stream, I'm just sitting back like this, looking, and I'm observing. I'm taking notes. Um, the crazy thing about what I observed yesterday was somebody that really I'm gonna say it, somebody that I really looked to as far as advice and watching them grow on YouTube and watching them do all of these dope things as a trucker. And it was sad because he was on here speaking to the people, his following, his subscribers, his family, and he was saying how he wasn't in the right mental space. And you could see it. You could see it, man. He had lost so much weight. And we're gonna go ahead with my notes, what I wrote down, man. I was just taking notes while I was in his live because I was like, damn, man, I don't ever want to get to that spot where I'm blaming, he wasn't blaming other people. He was just blaming like what trucking did to him. And he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Um, he was blaming what he didn't know on his health. And it's crazy, man. Um, 18, I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing well too, brother. I am, man. I'm out here in California. I'm just out here right now. We got to drop later on, probably in a couple hours. It's gonna be cool, man. We already here. We've been here since last night. We already set up. Um, I feel like I just got chills on me. I feel like, man, when we out, when you hawk or you stalk these loads down like this, and you get there, you ready, you staged, you ready to go. I'm feeling like Call of Duty or something. Like, yeah, we sniping off the roof. You know what I'm saying? We snipers. We know what we want. We know what we gonna get. We sit there, we wait, and we get what we want. Yep. 18. What is your name, or what can we call you? Derek. My name is Derek. Call me D. Um, Detroit. In Detroit they call me D-Mo, but that's for my neighborhood to call me, man. Cause I know if they call me that or Diego, that's a whole nother thing. I know where they calling me, what they calling me about. But you can call me Derek, man. You can call me Derek. Call me D. I'm here, 18, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Um, I want to go over this though. But this is important because I'm a clip this. Cece, what's good? What's good? Glad you're here. I put it in here, right? Health awareness as a truck driver. Always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. John, you've been rocking with me too, man. I appreciate that. And if you're not following Hemi Life Dave, y'all got something in common that y'all don't even know, man. I'm not even gonna share it. I just want y'all to kind of, engage with each other and see. But Hemi Life Dave, this John, this Hemi Life Dave. I laid down the introduction. We live vicariously through each other, whether you know it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Um, Health awareness as a truck driver. First, we're gonna go with dieting. Dieting is cool. Uh, Fasting is very cool. It's very dope. I've seen a lot of people in this trucking industry fall short because their health wasn't intact. And I'm talking about people who had a lot going for them. That's why they say health is wealth. They always say that. You got a large following, man. You want to be healthy to see them through and coach them through. You don't want it to be the other way around because it's like we watching a hero die. Damn. We watching a hero die, man. And I sat there on the homie live yesterday. I'm sitting there. I damn near had tears in my eyes. I was so empathetic. I had so much empathy for him as another trucker because I watched his whole damn near 11 years. And it was like he was tapping out. It's like watching Dragon Ball Z or Superman and you see the hero tapping out. You like, damn, you got to get up. You got to get up. And it's getting the best of them. So what I probably do, man, is I probably say some encouraging words. I don't know if I'm following him. I don't know if I don't even know if he know of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere compared to his following, but I do want to give him some words of encouragement. That's what I want to do for sure, because it was sad. Um, he was sitting there and he was talking about vaping, and I remember I had struggles with cigarettes. This was at 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way probably to 25. And I went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, I sat on the damn bed on a little bed or whatever in the room, and it was quiet. She came in. She was like, "Look, this is what your lungs look like. You smoking a pack and a half a day. Um, you gonna be out of here. You gonna be out of here." That's basically what she told me. I want to say what she really told me, but they probably clipped the live. But she like, you're going to be unalive soon if you keep going the rate that you're going. You drinking, and we all know that cigarettes go hand in hand with liquor and vice versa. So if you out here and you trucking, man, your health is your wealth. You cannot make the money if you're not healthy. You're not going to be here long. That's why we need to have insurance, life insurance policies, because you're not going to be here long to enjoy the fruit of your labor, man, if you keep damaging and sending your body through all of these bad times, man. um it is crazy, man. I ain't even want to see him like that. He was skinny. He was just kind of not unsure of himself. He was not unsure of his next move. He just didn't know. It was like he was dizzy. But I'm glad that he went live because I can go live and give y'all the same information that he kind of kind of turn it around, man. Turn it around. Um, I'm trying to stop, but it's too fun. Like Dave said, health is wealth, right? No, we talking about cigarettes. Not you smoking marijuana, that's on you. But we talking about cigarettes. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. And we have to understand that we just gotta understand that there's no other way around it. We have to be more health conscious about what we put in our bodies too. Because if y'all know, I don't know if you know or not, but red meat is that it causes hypertension. And I stopped eating red meat, and then I go, I put red meat in my diet or whatever, and that's because the lack of protein. But when I stop, I stop. I think having a balance. We know it's kind of boring to eat healthy. We all know that, and it's not tasteful. Um, and that's just what it is. But to have that balance is kind of what we need to do. We need to have that balance where you can go eat your, like, what I love, oxtails. I love them. Oxtails, red beans, and rice, and some plantain. That's Jamaican food. I love Jamaican food, man. That's just what I love to do. But I know if I keep eating that day to day to day, I ain't gonna be here. I got kids, man. Like, my kids, they depend on me. I always say that when I'm on the road thinking, and I'm on the road planning, and I think about, yo, what did I just eat? Or I might have a bad thought. I'm taking all that bad thought out as my kids is my why. So if my kids is my why, that's stronger than my vice. I'm not gonna get sucked up into that. I'm not gonna get sucked up into drinking. I'm not gonna get sucked up into smoking. I'm not gonna fall victim to doing none of that stuff, man. Especially if it's gonna keep me here longer. If it's gonna prolong my life, I'm gonna I'm gonna cut it out because I want to see my kids, and I'm going to see my kids, especially if it have anything to do with me and my health. I want to see them be better. I want to see them get older. I want to help them and mold them. You cannot do that if you a trucker and you out here eat everything. Like my guy right here said, I stopped eating bacon about 6 months ago. All I eat is a lot of chicken, a lot of poultry, a lot of turkey. Not a lot, but you know what I'm saying. Substitute that. Beef is not good for y'all. And I don't want to be on here preaching, but I do want to tell you, as a friend, as a I don't even want to say influencer. I'm like, we really family here. Like, for real. I'm on here every day. You see, I got bags under my eyes, damn near eyes red, creating content that's helping other drivers that just came into this trucking industry or that's been here for a minute, or just building a community of people that has seniority, and we share each other content. We share each other content. So, you know what? Whether you hear, we're gonna say this too. If you hear, man, go ahead and push me out there in the algorithm. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and put that bell, hit that bell, man. Y'all gonna get the information. Y'all gonna get the information. Derek, this is why I love you, brother. My kids are my why too. Strong words. You hear my son back there. He back there too. I actually got him with me. And this put chills on me. When I got stopped yesterday, y'all. If y'all didn't watch, I know John, you watched it. I know Dave watched it. I got stopped yesterday, right? Bless you. Talking to my son. I got stopped yesterday by, I got pulled in, inspection. Police officer, DOT, whatever you want to call them. Utmost respect for whatever they do, regardless of what the outcome was. But he was like, "You got anybody else in there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got my son in there." Then he looked at me, like, "All right." I wish you would have told me that before, we did this. And I'm not looking for no points off, but I can tell you, like, that's very, very, very important, man, that y'all that's what your why is your kids. That's why I was about to go off into the deep end with that whole thing, but just make sure your kids is your why. If you don't have kids, have something else as your why. Write down your goals, and your top goal, that's your why. Your number one, that's your why. So if it's for your family, if it's for it might be for just to see one of your goals manifest. That's your why. That's your why. So we can't be out here eating crazy, y'all. We cannot be out here eating crazy. Fasting. I'm big on fasting. You will see a lot of my content where I've lost a lot of weight. Some of it is depression. We just gonna keep it here. Keep it a buck. Some of it was depression. And it's just going through life. Life was lifing. But I was also fasting. I fasted for, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but I fasted for a why. My why was clarity. My why was to have a closer relationship with the man upstairs or the higher power, whatever you want to call it. We know it's a higher power. But I was fasting for clarity. I was fasting for all of these things. And I also was fasting to cleanse myself. When I cleansed myself, I didn't look like myself. But when I say I felt so much better, I thought so much clearer. I just felt on top of my game. And a lot of times, man, when we fast, we feel like we don't look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when we fast, we feel bad because we look in the mirror. It's like, I'm not looking at myself, but you're your higher self when you're there. My dreams was way more clearer. I was reading, I was blocking out all the noise. Like I like that space that I was in. But like we said, balance, you need some balance there. You will drive yourself crazy if you fast too long. I fasted for 40, I think it was 41 days, and then I went on a little further, probably like 6 more days further. But when I say I have never felt that clear mind and had that much clarity, as we just said, um, I ain't never had that much clarity in my life, man. And y'all can see some of the videos. If you go down 2022, 2023, about 2-3 years ago, you will see like, oh, he's not lying. He's not lying. Um, I was going hiking. I was doing stuff that I've never, like, I was craving these things, but I never done it before. Like, let's go hiking. Let's connect with the wilderness. And it sounds crazy, y'all. It might sound crazy to some people. It might just sound like, damn, that's real. But that's what it was. Let's go out in the wilderness. Let's do this. Let's pray. Let's let's meditate. I never meditated like that, like ever. I was meditating. I had started off doing it for 10 minutes. Then no, first, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I started off 2 minutes because when I was meditating, I was like having all these interfering thoughts as I was meditating. Then I did it for 5, then 10, then 20. Then I look up, y'all. I'm talking about 2 hours, easy. And when you get out of it, it's like, whoo, the thoughts that you have, the planning, all of that, man, is different. It's different. We're gonna bring it back to the point of you have somewhere along the line as a trucker, as a person, man, you have to come to that grounded area of doing these things, man. Your health, your mental health, your physical health. You have to do that, man. You have to do that. You have to do that. I was just kind of disappointed in seeing my guy like that, man. That was like, damn. I watched his content. He actually kind of was the catalyst of me being in the trucker industry, because I tell this story all the time. You can fact check this. This is years down the line. I even said his name. So if you want to go and look at who I was talking about, you might be following him too. You might be subscribed to him. But just to watch him like that, man, it was kind of like, damn. So I had to come on here just to give light and to give a breath of fresh air to anybody that's out there smoking cigarettes. You out there drinking excessively. I used to do all those things too. I'm not a saint. I used to. I'm 3 years removed from liquor. This month, 3 years removed from liquor. Cigarettes, probably like 17, 18 years, probably even longer than that. I don't know. Cigarettes used to be my thing. Y'all know it go hand in hand. Another thing, though, that we have to address is the monkey. And it's not the monkey. It's the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. I wrote all this stuff down because it was on my heart, man. Like this, And sometimes I can't even sleep unless I get this shit off. That's how I know I'm in creative mode, because if I don't sleep and it's on me, I put it out there because I know it's gonna help somebody. That's why we have these platforms. We don't have these platforms to tell you, yo, I got $20,000 in one day. How to make? I mean, that's cool and all, but you want somebody. You want to watch somebody as they, as they go through life and they telling you what they're going through, and you're learning with them. That's what we here for. Either they got the information or they giving the information, or both. Where was we? Oh, one of the most, y'all sit here with me because I know we got some people on here. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat too, man. Listen, I need y'all to go ahead and like the chat. I need y'all to share the chat, and I also, more importantly, need you to subscribe, man. Go ahead and sub to your boy. Come on now. Come on now. Let me cook right quick for 2 seconds, y'all. So and another thing that we have as truckers are trucker related injuries. One of the biggest injuries that I didn't even know exists were sciatic nerve injuries. My father had one. One of my other guys, he's going through that right now as we speak. And a sciatic nerve injury is when you're sitting in this seat like this with bad posture, and you sitting like this, or you might be sitting like this, but you're not sitting like straight up, like a 90-degree angle. You kind of slanted, or you might be back. It's bad posture, and it's over a consecutive amount of time, or a consecutive amount of days or years, and it pinches that nerve. And guess what? Your body gonna conform to a 90-degree angle or an 86-degree angle, or it's just not gonna be right, and you're gonna have a pinched nerve. I've seen this. It's called a sciatic nerve injury. My father had it. I watched him go through a whole bunch of craziness. Just from that incident alone, man. Just watched him go through a lot of craziness. He was a truck driver. He's still driving. He's driving trucks again. But I've seen him go through a period of time where that injury took him out the game. It took him out the game. Owner operator, uh, a lot of other personal issues, and the things that was related to trucking. Just imagine if you had a business running off of trucking and you were the business and you had an injury like that. Your ass is out of the game. Just imagine that. Just imagine you, and you're a driver, and you are paying bills, you are the head of the household, and you have an injury like that. What would you do? And we're gonna say this right now, man. What you should do, and the 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 remedy for it, is to have insurance. To get insurance as a truck driver. We don't have insurances that we know of, but we should get some insurance on our feet. You can do that. Get some insurance on your hands, just in case you injure your hands, because we are independent contractors. Most of us are. And what happens if shit hit the fan? Are you covered? Whew, I like that. Are you covered? Do you know of any of these insurances? If anybody know any insurance policies or any insurances that covers your hands or your feet, stuff of that nature, man, go ahead and drop it in the chat, man. I'm glad that y'all here with me, man. We here. Um, Sciatica is really painful at times. Dang, yeah, man. And this wasn't even planned. As far as me, like you saying that, covered by blood, we just here and we kicking it. Let people know. You said it's painful, right? Let people know the process of trying to get yourself better, trying to doctor yourself through the pain. What do you do? What's the remedy? For anybody that's on here that's watching from the outside, and I need y'all to look. Go ahead and give covered by the blood some. We want to learn from you. We're gonna give them some attention, man. You got the floor. What do you do? How long has it been since you've been living a normal life without the pain? I'm here with you. I'm at work listening to you, man. Just don't put me in timeout again. My bad, man. That was my fault for real, man. That was my fault. I was trying to hit one person off in a 86 them, and then I done 86 John, man, because they was talking crazy. I had to get them out of here, John. I really did. I really did, man. And then I ended up getting both y'all out of here. I couldn't even bring you back in. That was bad. Um, my bad, man. I apologize for that too. My uncle, the reason I drive trucks, he ended up overdosing after he had an accident. Trucking was all he knew, and he couldn't no more. He couldn't do it no more. It still hurt me to this day. Damn, rest in peace. Rest up, huh? Rest up. That man. First, I want to say thank you for sharing that. Um, we all and we about to start cooking because once I start getting the chills, that means that I'm about to get one of them is about to be one of the ones for sure. And I'm gonna put this right here so I can see it, and that's where we at. A lot of us truck drivers, a lot of us normal human beings, you a normal human being, you deal with normal things. All these elite people that's on Instagram and all of these social media platforms, I don't know where they come from. They got to be UFOs because they don't go through none of the shit that we go through. They don't experience none of the stuff we experience. They rich. I don't know. All I know about is what's going on right now. I know about reality. I know that people do have traumas. I know people do have triggers. I know people are going through things personally. We always go through this and we always talk about this. I I was one of them people, bro, until I start understanding that life is bigger than Detroit. Life is bigger than your community. Life is bigger than your environment. Go see life. As I start going to see life, trucking was kind of the conduit to me going to different states and meeting different people, bro. I was a quiet kid, bro. I never talked to people. I always thought people was on something different. When I was trucking, I brought my problems into trucking. I brought my issues into trucking that I brought off the street. Smoking cigarettes, as we talked about, drinking liquor, popping pills, smoking weed. I ain't never did nothing else crazy, but the pills, it was crazy enough because people are dying out here. They dying out here. I had one incident that made me stop. My old dude told me too. He said, in order for you to stop doing what you're doing, you have to have a near death experience or a life changing experience. I ain't never told him. He probably watching, I don't know, but I ain't never told him this incident. But that's why I stopped. I was doing perks. I was doing bikes. I was doing all of that shit. And my near death experience, this is a true story. My near death experience happened in the hotel I was with a baddie too. But I had to throw that joke in. I was with a baddie, and what the opioids do is it keeps you in the game all day. So I used to take those, and it kept me in the game. I'm strong. I'm in the game. But when I say my tolerance had built up to a level of more and more and more, you don't know that that's an addiction. If you need more and more and more to get to this certain level, that's an addiction. So I'm in the hotel with the baddie, and I'm going to work, and I'm drinking, and I'm having fun, and I got money, and I'm doing all of these things. And guess what? What the? I pass out, and I'm shaking on the ground. She throws. Well, I end up in the shower. I'm crying. I didn't pissed on myself. I never shared this story, but since we here and we talking about it, I want somebody else to learn from that. So me carrying that into trucking, it was crazy. It was crazy. I wasn't driving a truck at the time. I actually was on home time. But I'm gonna tell you how God works. Because I said I was gonna give him the glory. That's what I'm like. Lord, if you get me out of this, I swear I'll never do this shit again. Like that's how me and the man upstairs talk. This is my guy. I talk to him when I'm in the truck and it ain't nobody in here. We kick it. This is my sanctuary. We kick it. Like, that's my best friend. We kick it. Anytime I'm in trouble, anytime I need somebody to talk to, I just talk out loud. Lord, please help me. It's me again. You know what I'm saying? You always go with that. It's me again. But when that happened, that was my near-death experience. Still ain't kind of learned because I had stopped doing that, but I was drinking. I still was drinking. That was like that was the biggest. That was like the biggest. So I'm still drinking, smoking, not so much. It was, with me, weed ain't really, it wasn't that bad. Like I can do a joint here and there or whatever. Long story short, I get a random. This was like random as hell. It was a random. Oh, I'm gonna pass that. Took the synthetic urine up there, and I don't know if I was high or not. I took it in there. It was like 40 degrees in Detroit. It's about 40 outside. Took it in there, wrapped it up in a heating pad, went in there, tucked it in. Go in there. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Poured it in there. Bam. And for some reason, it wasn't at body temperature. But the reason was that it was God working. So after that, I had to go to the through the SAP program. It was a refusal because I only had one bottle. I couldn't leave out of there and go get another one. And I for damn sure wasn't about to piss and let them know what I was on. That's what I wasn't gonna do. I'm not gonna tell on myself. Who's gonna do that? But it was a learning lesson at the end of the day. It was like, shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. I need y'all to go ahead and like, subscribe. Man, we giving y'all the real game, man. This is the reversal of what I saw yesterday. Because I want somebody to learn a lesson of what happens when you treat your body like this, that, and the third. If you just now getting in here, man, go ahead and go to the top of the video where we first started from. So when I was in the SAP program, I was sitting there with I tell this story a lot too. I'm sitting in there with all of these alcoholics, all of these drug addicts, all of these people who are addicted to these things. And I'm sitting there like, why am I here? Why am I here? That's the first thing that they say while you sitting there. You have to be accountable and say, yes, I do have some issues. When I say that, just rolled out like into 2-3 days, I'm in denial. I'm sitting there with all of these winos, sitting here with all of these drug addicts. He like, look, man, you ain't. He like, I'm not here to tell you what you guilty of, what you're not guilty of, but what you should do is just come clean to what you're doing. You've done something. That's why you here. I'm like, damn. So I came clean, and then I start it just opened up Pandora's box, and shit, after that, I got therapy, got a therapist, got a paid, like we sitting there talking, I'm sitting there, it's triggers, it's this, it's that. So all of these things, man, thank you to Dave for that, because it kind of gave me something to work with. When we come on here, y'all, we sit here and we just, it's organic. We don't know where it's gonna come from. Once I get them chills on me, I know this is about to pour out like it hit a vein. Like, this is just the real deal, man. I appreciate that too. But for all my truck drivers, even my non-truck drivers, because y'all sit here and y'all build with me, whether you driving a truck or not. Y'all been sitting here, y'all been rocking with me, man. Y'all been liking, y'all been sharing. Y'all been doing all these good things, man, that's gonna make the channel go and do what it's supposed to do. But I just want to say amen. That's it. Thank you, Lord, and amen, because a lot of things, like I'm not perfect, but I do understand, like, life is a work. Life is a work in process. You have to keep doing the work. You don't just do one, like, you don't just be good for 2-3 years and then you just take off. Every day it's something. But the experience and, like, just being able to shake back real quick. Not even just sitting and festering and just, okay, this happened. Let's just go on with the day. That's the thing that we need. We don't need to be festering and none of this shit. We need to, if it happens, okay, let's pivot and let's go and let's, because if you sit there your whole day and it'd be bad for you. Let's go to the comments, man. Let's go to the comment section, man, where we at in the chat.